people, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about comparison. Why do we compare children with another, even with their siblings? If you're interested in this topic, stay tuned and let's create it. Before I move further into this topic, I would like us to know what is the meaning of comparison, or to compare something with another. So let's go to the internet. The internet said that comparison is a consideration or estimate of the similarities or dissimilarities between two things or people. That is, you are comparing the difference of two things, and also at the same time the similarities and the dissimilarities of two particular things. That is what comparison means. So if we go further and discuss, or we look into what is spirit. A spirit is a force that influences the will of people. It is called spirit because it relates not to matters but to mind, soul, and feelings. Spirit can be loving, harmless, or dangerous. Spirit can be helping or hurting. They can inhabit in places, memories, books, or people. So when we talk about the spirit of comparison, when we put two and two together, you see that comparison means an estimate. That you are estimating something, and then you are comparing, you're measuring something. It has a measurable means. You estimated, okay, I want this to be like this, I have to measure it. Okay, I have to compare with the other. That is, what are the similarities of this one to the other one? You have to compare and contrast of a particular thing and a particular human being. That is what comparison means. So when we talk about spirit, as you see now, that spirit is a force that influences human being. Okay, it is not a matter, it is something that influences the mind, the spirit, and also the body of a human being. This spirit inhabits in us. It creates memories in us. The spirit also can be harmful, it can be loving, it can be destructive, it can be anything you call the spirit. So when you compare a child with another child, when you compare your son with your daughter, you are creating a spirit within them. And so as the spirit is also in you, that enforces you to do these things. That is why I say the spirit of comparing, because without that spirit you cannot do that. And also, you are also inhabiting another spirit in another human being. For example, I have 3 children. So when my first son was 4 years old, we went to church, and my second son's name is Praise. So every time in the church, they keep saying, "Praise the Lord, praise the Lord." My first son came to me one day and said, "Mom," I said, "Yes." He said, why do people in the church every day they are praising the Lord? Is my brother praise the Lord?" I laughed and I explained to him. I said, "No, we are praising God. We are giving Him thanks for giving us a new day. We are praising God because so and so." I explained those things to him and he became happy. But when he left, I decided to look into this, which means all along he has been bitter. They have been recognizing his brother and calling him Lord. Or he might think, am I living with the Lord? Is my brother not Lord? In his head, the people are comparing him with his brother and now making his brother look superior over him. As a child, he came and asked. That is why children's minds are very free. He came and asked, "Is my brother the Lord?" which I explained to him, and now he understands that his brother is not the Lord. What if he did not say it? And he become angry of his brother that he's been recognized. Every church that he went to, they are praising the Lord and praising the Lord and praises the Lord and praising the Lord and praising his brother and leaving him alone. It is our job to explain to these children why you are different from the other. Because sometimes it also bothers them. Why can't I be like my brother? He is perfect in mathematics. Why can't I be like my sister? She's perfect in so and so. Then it's your job as a mother, as a parent, as a guide to tell that child, why can't your brother be you that are perfect in English? So if we start treating these children like this, if we start giving them this kind of advices, it will make them to know they are also human beings. They have been appreciated. If there is a particular school other children are attending, and you know that this school is highly intellectual school, and your first one went, your second one went, and you know your third one is not all that perfect, don't put that child in that school. Put that child in another one. Why? Because if that child goes to that school and start messing up there, the level of self-esteem downfall she will experience will hurt her all the days of her life. We have to appreciate that every child is different from other. We have to appreciate that every child has his or her own talent than the other child. We have to appreciate that every child is a gift, no matter what. That he's not doing well today in school doesn't mean that he's worthless. He has taken 100 times exam and he has failed woefully doesn't count that he's not good. Find out what makes him perfect, what makes that child happy, what motivates that child. How can you help that child reach to the extent that he or she wants to be? How can you lift that child up and measure up with others? How can you become help? From there are many places you can become help. You can go to therapy, you can go to many other things, you can find other activities that can make that child boost his self-esteem. Low self-esteem is a disease. Many children are suffering from depression. How can your child comes home and has a very bad result, and you are there shouting and shouting your head up and down, causing the child in front of his siblings? You have killed that child's morale. Why don't you look into that child's problem? Everybody wants to be successful in life. So the moment you start shouting at that child in front of his siblings, you have killed that child automatically. Even if he's supposed to be first, he will become last. Even those things that he does well, you see him depreciating. And remember, there is no way or no place a child can feel warm except his or her home. In the arms of your mother, in the arms of your father, the parents, and the siblings. But if you decide to make this child a caricature in front of his siblings, and then you are the mother, and then he's in your home. So where is the confidence again? Don't forget that when you are training children, you're not only giving them food, you are also imbuing into their personalities. You are also inculcating what they will be in future. So this spirit leads you, it forces you to do something, to inhabit something in yourself, and not only in yourself, and also in your child or in people around you. And this things becomes memory in their lifetime, in their life cycle. If you compare your child with another child, if you compare your child with another child outside, it kills your child's self-esteem to the extent that if anything happens or in any way that your child will have to compete with that other child, your child is automatically out of the way because he or she believes I'm not capable, I can't do it, I will fail it. Their self-esteem becomes zero. You kill everything in that child because every child wants to impress her parents. You were once a child. Even if your child is not doing well, my dear, wherever you go, tell them how well she can do in whatever talent God has given to her. And you should also understand that there are children that learn slowly. You cannot say, hey, yes, because our family member, everywhere we are graduate, everybody is graduate, you must be a graduate. That does not count like that. Some are not meant to be graduates, but still they have something God gave them that can make them become the best in our society, that can make them become whatever they want to be in life. Why don't you also look for those hidden talents that are built in them that you can use to motivate them so that they can go high? So it's not bringing them down or making them feel like they are not normal human being. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share till we meet again. Bye bye. Ciao.